Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Hafsa Fatia Mutmainah from Group 6 with other member Renata Ananda Uhyar, Lulu Awalia Maskur, Kansanur Sabrina, and Nadia Indriani. We will explain about data analysis using Van Dijk's approach of article. Next. The article Hegemony and Authority in Health, the World Health Organization in Indonesian, online news coverage on the COVID-19 pandemic by Lisna Andriani and colleagues published in May 2023 examines how Indonesian online news shows the WHO as a powerful health authority during the COVID-19 crisis. The study uses 10A Van Dijk's critical discourse analysis to look at 5 news reports, focusing on the main themes and the language used to build the image of the WHO. Next will be explained by Renata.
Macrostructure. First, WHO is consistently portrayed as the central authority in global health. Second, Indonesian media frame WHO statement as scientific truths, reinforcing its dominance. Third, news reports focus on WHO's guidelines, recommendations, and warnings, limiting alternative viewpoints. Fourth, 62% of the main topics in analyzed news article focus on WHO's role, showing its hegemonic position in discourse. Next will be delivered by Nadia.
Superstructure. WHO is presented as the primary actor, for example, WHO warns of the new variant. Explain the use of Van Dijk's critical discourse analysis (CDA) framework, including macrostructure and microstructure analysis. The structure of the article follows the news pattern with the main parts being the introduction, body, and conclusion. WHO is used as the main source in almost all news articles analyzed. Next will be explained by Kanta.
Last is microstructure, the language choices that build WHO's power. In the article, use of scientific and authoritative language. For example, WHO sets global standards according to WHO guidelines, and WHO often appears as the sayer in the verbal process, strengthening legitimacy and hegemony in the discourse. And the use of thematization and sensitivity in the news show WHO as an active actor who dictates the direction of global health policy. Next.
All right. So the conclusion for our presentation are the first, the study demonstrates how Indonesian online news media reinforce the WHO's hegemony and authority through linguistic and structural choices. Second, it is consistently portrayed as the dominant global health authority with its statements and actions central to news narratives. Third, but this reinforces the WHO's credibility. It also raises concerns about potential misuse of its authority, such as promoting specific interests, for example, vaccine brands. And last, the findings highlight the need for balanced media representation to avoid enforcing hegemonic structures that may overshadow local authorities or other perspectives. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.